Eyes closed. Hi everyone, it's Mr. Bobby. I'm back. And so we're going to do a couple of stretches on the floor for warming up. You should always warm your body up so that you don't get injured when you're doing harder movement. And open your eyes and slide your legs out front into first position. Feet together side by side and reaching for your ankles. And smile with your eyes since our expression is all removed with the mask. And take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, which is really difficult with that mask on. And we're kind of at a safe distance here in a large enough environment, so we're going to remove our mask for part of the breathing now. Reaching for your ankles. And roll it back up. And feet together, knees apart. Butterfly. And hold on to your ankles. Ankles, not your feet. And rock on your hips from side to side. Loosen up your hip joints. Smile, ladies. How you doing? Okay. And stop. Now you're going to rotate in a circle on your hips to loosen the hip joints up even more. Around in a circle and around and around. And then reverse it. Around and around. And now you can slide your legs back out in front of you. And now when you reach for your ankles, you want to try to touch your toes maybe this time. And breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And in through your nose and out through your mouth. And roll it back up. And second position with your legs. So we don't have a lot of room in here, so we're just going to use a really easy second position. And that's with the legs apart. Now, you don't want to feel any hurting in your lower thighs or your upper thighs or underneath in your quad muscles or your hamstrings in the back and quads on top. So just be comfortable when you're in this position, and you're going to walk out with your hands. I call it spider fingers, and so you kind of spider fingers out, and then you spider fingers back up, and then you put your spider fingers on the right leg, and you spider down the leg to your ankle, and you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Oxygen is what helps you do the stretching here, so you want to get oxygen into your joints and muscles. And switching sides, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And coming back to the center and bringing your knees to your chest. Or bring your legs back together and then your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms underneath. And now, Miss AHLONNAH, face that way. Miss AMAYA, face that way. And straight spine. And what we're going to do are leg extensions here. So, with your right foot, you're going to point your foot and raise it up towards the ceiling. And extend it, straight spine, pull up with the back. And you can point and flex the foot for a few minutes. Or a few seconds, not a few minutes. And rotate that foot. Loosen up the ankle joint. And reverse direction. And let it float back down. Switch sides. Point. Flex. Point. Flex and rotate. Big circles, and it's kind of like you're drawing with your toes. And reverse it, and bring it back down. And slide your legs out front one more time. Reach for your ankles and breathe. Drop your head down. So now we don't want to use any muscles we don't have to use. Fill up with unused air and push out all of the used air. Let me hear it. Excellent. One more time. Fill up with unused air. Push out all of the used air. Okay, that was excellent for warming up on the floor. So we will take a moment and be right back with our standing exercises. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to start working on movement from standing up. We're still doing warm-ups, so I want you to start with your feet in first position parallel. If you notice, the dancers have their feet side by side in a parallel position, both pointing straight forward. There is a difference between this foot position and one that's usually thought of as the ballet foot position, which is first position turnout. That's with your heels together and your toes apart, not all the way, not all the way. Yes, just an easy turnout is what I prefer in my class. Usually, unless you're trained to properly turn out from your hips, the only thing you're doing when you turn your feet all the way out, and some people do have natural turnout like AHLONNAH just did, but most people don't. So unless you're trained to turn out from your hips, the only thing you're doing when you put your feet all the way out like that is damaging your knees, and that's not necessary. It's unhealthy. Okay, so now we're going back to first position parallel. And later on I'm going to get to a step called step touch. And it's where you step to the right. And then you touch with the other foot. When you touch, your heel goes to your ankle. So let's just do step touch for a minute. Feet together. And 5, 6, 7, 8. And step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step. So you see where the heels go each time you step and touch. All right, thank you very much. And now we're going to move up the body to the head. And this is what I want you to do with your head when we get to that part. You're going to look to your right and then to the left and then to the right and then to the left. And then you're going to look up and then down and then up. Let your head go all the way back and then down. And now you're going to gently tilt your head to the right side and then to the left side and to the right side and to the left side. Now you're going to make a full circle with your head. It's like you're drawing a big zero with your nose. All the way back, all the way around, and reverse it. All the way back, all the way around, and bring it back to the front and look out straight. How is that? Okay? So let's try going a little bit faster. And you're looking to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left. Up and down. Looking up and then look down. And then look up and then look down. Tilt your head gently right side to the left side to the right side. Now you're going to make big circle and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now reverse it and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shake it out. Next will be plies, and that's where you bend your knees halfway down and then you straighten them slowly. And plie, and straighten, and plie, and straighten, and plie, and straighten. Nice and tall, and plie, and straighten. First position, turn out. When your knees turn out, your feet turn out. Or when your feet turn out, your knees turn out. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Here you go. And plie. And straighten. Just let your arms hang. Plie. And straighten. And plie. And straighten. Straight back chair. And plie. And straighten. Second position, parallel. So now the feet are apart, but they're still pointed in a parallel direction. 7, here we go. And plie. And straighten. And plie. And straighten, straight back chair. And plie. And straighten. And plie. Just let your arms hang. Okay, turn out. Don't do anything with your arms. 5, 6, 7, here we go, and plie, and straighten, and plie, and straighten, arms in front, and plie, and straighten, and plie, and straighten, shake it out. And now we're going to do shoulder rotations, and we're almost to the end of our warm-ups before we start movement. And so, are you ready? 5, 6, both shoulders going forward in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse it to the back. And 1, 2. Big circles with the shoulders to get a good range of motion. Elbows to the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And reverse it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whole arms to the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And reverse it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shake it out. You remember cross and throw? Okay. Just watch AHLONNAH. And you're going to cross your arms, mummy style, on your chest, and then raise your elbows up to the ceiling. And then, when I say throw, you bend your knees, you come down, and your arms go up and back. Knees are bent, feet are apart in second position. And come up, and cross, and throw, and cross. Be sure to bend those knees when you go down. Throw, or else you'll flip your face into the floor. And cross, and throw, and cross, and throw. Shake it out. And now I'm starting to add some African movement into my warm-ups, etc. My bass and dance is traditional West African. And then I've created a few other things. We do dances from the 60s, civil rights movement, which I created only because I was there, okay? So I was one of those young dancers that the adults used to talk so much about. And maybe we'll do a little bit of that before this class is over. And so now let's try step touch again, slow. Just step touch with the feet only. 5, 6, 7, step, touch, and step, touch, 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 step, and stop. Okay, so you should all have that at home. You can have a moment to practice on your own. This video will be showing several times throughout the month. So we'll come back to that. Now bend over. And we're going to do a thing called swing and flick So, Alana, move out of the picture for a minute over here. Just come over here. And Amaya, go back a little bit because I don't want you swinging in, okay? We are in a beautiful art store, and so there are things everywhere. It's gorgeous in here. And I don't want to, you buy it, you broke it. Okay, so now we will do the arm piece that goes along with that footwork. Just the arms, okay? Bending over, and your arms go straight down towards the floor. And then you swing them like under the bridge, and over at the side you flip. One hand up, one hand down. And then you swing to the other side, under the bridge, flick, under the bridge, flick, under the bridge, flick, under the bridge, flick. And thank you. And Alana, you can come back in. And that is one of the movements we have from the traditional West African dances that I know. And so now we will take a moment here and pause, and when we come back, we will start with samba steps. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do some samba steps. So there is a general march that I use all the time, which is just marching in place. With your feet, march, and your arms are going from your shoulders to the sky. The reason for that is when I have a troupe dancing together, we don't want to hit each other, okay? Also, sometimes I use ribbon sticks, and when I do use ribbon sticks, your reach is extended by about 3 feet. And we really don't want to hit audience members and parade goers, etc. Okay, and stop. Okay, shake it out. So our first step after we do marching is walk and clap. And we're going to walk to your left, but it's our right. So I will say, audience, you go opposite of the dancers. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and walk. And walk, 2, 3, 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 clap, 2, 3, walk, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, I wasn't clear there. She went on to the next step, which is dip. So, dip to the right. Both knees are bent. One hand is facing the front wall, your audience. One hand is facing the back wall. And that's what you do when you get to the right side. Dip to the left. And that's what you do when you get to the left side. Sitting up straight and tall. Straight spine, straight back. Yes. There you go. Relaxing. Okay. And stand up. Let's try it. 6, 5, 6, walk and dip. 1, 2, 3, 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 stop. Okay, very good. And now, the next step requires for you to tilt. Tilt. Tilt to the right. Both hands go up, and your leg goes up too. Kind of like Doggy and the Hydra. Okay, there we go, I said it. So now, let's try it again, and there's 3 hops on each side. So, 5, 6, 5, 6, walk and hop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 1, 2, hop, hop, hop. 1, 2, stop, stop, stop. All right, shake it out, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to put all 3 of those together. So, are you ready? 6, 5, and 6, and walk and clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you walk and dip. 1, 2, 3, dip. 1, 2, 3, dip. 1, 2, 3, dip. Now you're going to hop, hop, hop. 1, 2, 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 stop, stop, stop. And we'll be back with our second set of steps. Gentlemen, we're going to add on to our steps. So, I call this around the world. And you bend both knees with your feet apart in second position. Your arms go up beach ball, like you're holding 2 beach balls. And we're going to make some foot rotations or body rotations pivoting with the feet. So here we go. We're going to try it. And 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you face the front. Clap. Okay. And we'll try that again. Are you ready? This music is a little fast. We'll see if it works. Is it okay? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're gonna clap. All right. So that is called Around the World. So what we'll do to put all of the steps together is start with walk and clap, and then walk and dip, and then walk and hop, 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 and then round the world, and back to Samba March. And let's review the Samba March one more time. Go. 5, 6, 5 and 6 and walk and clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to dip. Walk and now dip. Walk and now dip. Walk and now dip. Now you're going to hop, hop, hop. Walk and hop, hop, hop. Side, hop, hop, hop. Side, side, hop, hop, hop. Now round the world. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Face the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you're gonna clap and march. And march. And march. And march. And march. And march. And I'll start from the beginning again. 5 and 6 and walk and clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we add the dip. 2, 3, dip. 2, 3, dip. Walk, 2, 3, dip. Now you're going to hop, hop, hop. Side, side, hop, hop, hop. Side, side, hop, hop, hop. Side, side, hop, hop, hop. Now round the world and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're gonna clap and march. And stop. Thank you very much, ladies. And please take a bow, Miss AHLONNAH and Miss AMAYA. And we should be close to finished from there. And I'll give you more information in one moment. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move the pace up a little bit by using some contemporary house music. It still has a Latin beat, it still has an African beat to it, but you can pick your own music at home as long as these are the elements that you use. And so we're going to start with our little samba march. And I'm turning the music up, people. And 5, 6, 5 and 6 and march, walk. Now you're gonna dip. Now you're
1 second. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bobby Folder. Once again, I was the teacher for this class. And this is part of Alberta Main Street's virtual summer. There will be classes and performances, things online, things you can do live. Galleries will be open for special visits, etc. So I hope you spend some time on Alberta this summer. We'll be doing this every other Thursday. So towards the middle of the month, you'll get some more classes, etc. and some performances. And thank you for attending my carnival mask making class and my dance class, which we featured samba today. I do African dance and dances of the 60s, etc. And if you want to find me, I'm online at Bobby Folder, BOBBY, F as in Frank, OUTHER @gmail.com. Also, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, so find me somewhere. Bye-bye. And thank you, Miss AHLONNAH and Miss AMAYA.